Preliminary meet Taurus, Taurus sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all Taurus starting today, the 2nd of February, 2025. This is Ariel, and today I am reading with the Golden Tarot by Liz Dean. I've already purified with this lovely Van Band. This happens to be Vervain by Provence Santé. You can find links to purchase each of these products in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel here. Let's see what's in the cards for all you gorgeous Taurus. All right, starting off with the 8 of coins, followed by the Sun card. Sunny day today. Knight of Swords. All right. Okay, let's get the sword out of the way because everything else looks pretty good. It's not so much, well, let's just say what it is, not what it's not. Don't get pulled into people's nonsense today. Really, don't. Or this whole next couple weeks. This next couple weeks, everybody's drama is their own business, and you want no part of it. You don't have to be obviously rude about it or anything, but just no thank you. No thank you. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to hear about it. I definitely don't want you to help me into more conflict because you're doing so well. You're doing so well, and you don't need to show your camaraderie with other people by getting into their agreeing about their stuff. You know, you don't need to have somebody get you all upset over things. That's what this Knight of Swords is all about, is your ability to allow yourself to get helped into conflict. Because remember, knights are helpers, swords are conflict. That's the kind of help you don't want. So when you notice yourself doing it, remind yourself also it's not about them, it's about you. So if you're getting all riled up, that's on you. That's not on them. They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop trying to bug you, or they're not going to stop trying to recruit you into their point of view. And it's really easy to just go along with it. But then what do you deal with? Then you're dealing with the lack of your own peace of mind. It's not worth sacrificing your own peace of mind, even for a millisecond, just so that you can either join forces with them or allow yourself to be upset by them. Whatever it is, however that so-called help shows up. Thanks, but no thanks on that kind of help, right? We don't need that. Now, the Sun card is the kind of the center, the heart of your reading. And that's a beautiful place to be, Taurus. That's such a beautiful place to be. It seems like your attitude has really been getting fine-tuned. And as a result of it, as you fine-tune your attitude and you're finding that gratitude, you're finding, it can be challenging in a world going through the problems that we're going through right now. Globally, it's a very challenging time to really tune into the gratitude, to tune into getting that attitude, at concert pitch, tuning things up properly. But when you do, the results speak for themselves. And right now the results are great. So don't allow yourself to be vulnerable to other people's nonsense, because it's there. It's going to be there. And it's going to be there, I'm sorry to say, probably for a long, long time. Unless something really very impressive changes things in the next, few years even. It's going to be a while before you can rely on people to lift you up. You have to lift yourself up right now. You have to lift yourself up right now. And that's going to be not only good for you, but it's going to be good for others, because that's how you lift them up. You lift them up by example, not by lecturing them, not by telling them, but by not engaging with them when they start their nonsense. And we rely on Taurus for that kind of thing, because Taurus is very, very good at being reliable, and you're very reliable. So now you want to be relied upon to do the right thing in regards to demonstrating attitude, because you're doing a great job of it, and other people need to see that. Other people need to see that, especially need to see how you respond to people's BS. right? How you respond to that, by not engaging, by being nonplussed about it, being imperturbable. Imperturbability, that's your superpower. And that's not the same thing as suppressing it so that you can explode one day like you're one of your famous bull in a china shop things. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about suppressing stuff so that you eventually explode. We're talking about making that very clear choice for yourself. I'm not going to be upset. I'm not going to tune into this. I'm just going to let it go. It has nothing to do with me, right? Your ability, your superpower to be unperturbed by this is not only good for you, it's good for everybody because they learn so much from you. I don't know if you know how many people learn things from you, that watch you, that study you. Sometimes those people don't realize they're watching you and studying you and mimicking your behavior, but they are. And that just kind of shows you the kind of responsibility that you have. You know, again, that doesn't mean that you can't have a bad day. It doesn't mean that you can't ever get upset. But as a general rule, if you allow yourself to excel in this skill of imperturbability, you're going to do a lot of people a lot of service. The Moon card. The Eight of Wands. Temperance. Isn't that beautiful? So the Moon card can be positive or negative depending on the cards around it. It's very positive right now. Your habitual thought patterns, the things that you have faith in, have obviously been upgraded. You've obviously been working on yourself. It looks like you've really been working on your inner thoughts, your attitudes, the kinds of habitual thinking that you do, and it's having a great effect on your life. And one of the first things that you're noticing, it seems like, is that a lot of things that were extraneous, that were distractions to you, having this experience of this success of the solar light here, are falling away very rapidly. Very, very rapidly. And that's not arbitrary. It's not just happening to you by chance. It's because of you. It's because of the kinds of thoughts that you have been harboring. Now, that's not to say that you can't ever have a negative thought. Obviously, that's fine. Everybody has them. It's the ones where you put your faith. It's the thoughts that are so habitual. It's the way that you are on the inside. You've really upgraded. You've really kind of overhauled your thinking over the years, and it's showing. It's showing in your results. And like I said, one of the first things that's happening is things are falling away that might have possibly been important to you in the past, or maybe things that you just put up with in the past. You just figured, well, that's part of life. They're falling away. They're not there anymore. They're ending. And sometimes, especially for a fixed earth sign, when things fall away and end rapidly, it can be disconcerting sometimes. Don't allow it to be, because this is all wonderful. And what it's revealing is that soul desire of yours. And the soul desire of yours includes all kinds of material things too, and that's fine. That's good. It doesn't all have to be ooey ooey up in the sky, right? There's definite practical benefits that you desire and are your birthright. And those practical benefits are there for you, and you have every right to them, and they're coming, or they're showing up, they're manifesting. But so are the things that aren't good for you are being eliminated. And all of this is happening fairly rapidly. But it's just like that overnight success that comes after, 20 years of auditions. It's just like, oh, you're an overnight success. Yeah, well, that's true. It did happen overnight after I'd been setting the stage for it for a couple of decades, right? So it may seem like on the outside that a lot of this stuff is just really happening suddenly, but it's a result of a lot of hard work on your part. So now like I said, where you're headed, it's going to be a wonderful experience for you to exercise that muscle in not allowing people to help you into conflict. But it's going to be I don't think it's going to be that challenging for you. I mean, maybe at first, but I don't think it's going to be that challenging for you, because this Temperance card is talking about a long-term, deep peace, deep spiritual understanding, and a major healing. And a major healing doesn't necessarily mean healing from disease or healing from something horrible, although it can be if that's indicated for you. But a deep healing meaning that you are finding more and more and more of your true nature, and putting less and less emphasis on the things of the world that really don't matter. So this, and what I call this angelic elixir here, is something that is for you, and it's for you to drink, and spending a lot of time working with those higher realms instead of reacting to people's stuff. You're spending a lot more of your energy and time maybe alone, and allowing yourself to have those spiritual moments that sometimes we put off till later because we don't think that they're as important. I think that these things are the most important thing for you right now. So there is that one meditation that would be really good for you, I think, called Healing with the Angelic Elixir. And then there's also a solar light meditation that would be good. And then there's also a meditation that goes along with this moon card that would be good for you. You can find all the tarot meditations by going to the link in the video description. So there's the moon card, the sun card, and the temperance card. 3 meditations that you can choose from. Or you can listen to all 3 or any 2 or whatever you want, whatever you're drawn to. So I recommend those because they're really going to help you solidify this reading. There's really nothing negative. It's just a reminder not to get pulled into the conflict. But I just don't think you are going to. I really just don't think you're going to. And if you do, you're going to do it once or twice and say, oh, I'm not doing that anymore. Because you've got so much living to do. You've got so much succeeding to do. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. And we'll see you in a couple weeks, Taurus. Until next time, blessed be.